All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it is for you. Of course, I am Boleo from 1025 Kiss FM, and today I'm going to be talking about something that absolutely just drives me, I don't want to say bonkers, maybe nutty buckets, batshit crazy, whatever. Um, and that is the epidemic of slow drivers in this town. If you've read my post, you know there's basically four types of drivers in Lubbock. You got the slow drivers who obey the speed limit like a religion. So, if the speed limit says 35, they're driving 35. Maybe, a little less. They might be driving 30. But, they're not causing a big problem. Then you have those slow drivers who casually drive way below the speed limit. The ones that will go down 82nd Street, says 45, and they're driving 20. Those, to me, are the ones that just... Then, of course, you have the average driver drives at or maybe a little above the speed limit. And then, of course, you got those that just love to speed, love to tailgate. I hate you. But not as much as I hate the slow people who drive under the speed limit. Those are the ones that just absolutely blow my mind. What happened to me over the weekend is I live real close to 34th and University. And I had turned off 34th heading westbound to head towards my mother's house, who's close to 34th and Utica. So about Elgin Avenue, I wind up behind probably a late 90s Buick LeSabre. I mean, little old lady car, and that's exactly what this was. It was a little old lady car. And I'm not kidding. I say this with all due respect because I had grandparents once upon a time too, but little old blue hair who could not see over the steering wheel. I mean, if this was the top of the steering wheel, I mean, her eyes were right there. So little old blue hair. And the speed limit on 34th Street is 35 miles an hour. She was driving 20. I know because I was following her at 20. Well, to make it worse, in the other lane, literally right next to her, like they were fixing a race or something, is this older gentleman who's driving a white Mitsubishi Mighty Max pickup. Those real cheap pickups they sold in the 90s for like $5,000. The thing looks like it's fixing to explode at any moment. If the guy even tries to get it above 20 miles an hour, that thing is going to blow sky high. And, I understand. In his case, I understand. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So even if the truck was fixing to blow up, but I had both of them literally side by side, and I'm behind the old blue hair. And a couple times I switched lanes back and forth to get one of them to realize, hey, you know what? Let's pick the speed up a little bit. And the thing is, the drive from around 34th in Boston to 34th in Utica should take 7, maybe 8 minutes tops. This drive took anywhere between 15 and 20 because even at Utica, they were still just side by side the whole way. And I don't know what was going on, but the thing that screws it up for everyone else is not only are you slowing me down, I mean, because do I drive 35 on 34th Street? God, no, I drive 40. 34th Street should never have been 35, not the point. My whole issue is when you drive slow, not only do you slow me up, you slow all the people behind me up. What if somebody actually has an emergency going on? You could have sat there and caused an even bigger problem by driving 20 miles an hour. And, in defense of the guy with the white truck, yeah, your truck looked like it was fixing to explode or fall apart or both. And I understand you're driving what you have to drive. Somehow you still got a registration sticker on it, so obviously it's not too dangerous. But the little old blue hair, those are the drivers that scare me. I'm a big proponent that once you hit probably 65, you should have to go in every 2 years and redo your driving test. I think eye test, written test, and a driving test because I have seen more accidents in the last few years from the elderly than anybody else. Do they have a right to drive? Yes, they do. But just like kids have a graduated driver's license. I think once you hit 65, hey, every 2 years, boom, you go to the DPS and you have to retest. And that's a safety. That's from a safety standpoint because I'm kid you not. I have been behind more blue hairs in this town that don't understand the concept of speed limits or they're too scared. And quite frankly, if you're that scared where you can't go 35 miles an hour down 34th Street, you probably just don't need to be driving anymore. But hey, that's just my opinion. Of course, these opinions expressed are mine. No one else's, not anybody here or anywhere else. They're mine. So leave us a comment. Let me know what you think about all this, and we'll catch you later.